Okay, this recording is to show you how to use the Eurostat website. So the data that you'll be using for your assignment will come from that website, and I'm going to give you a very quick 5-10 minute tutorial on how to access that data first. Okay, so you go to EC, well, you have it there, .europa.eu/Eurostat, and you will see the Eurostat website coming up, your key to European statistics. What you want to access here is the data section. So you click on the data section and it brings you up a number of different elements here in the database. Okay, so you have database by themes, tables by themes, tables on EU policy, cross-cutting topics, new items, recently updated items. So I'll go through one of them with you. Now, say for example, now if you want to, you can close them up as well if you want to look at them that way. So you want to tidy them up a bit. We'll have a look at database by themes first. So click on that. And underneath that you have general regional statistics, economy and finance, industry, trade, transport, environment and energy, science, technology, and so on. So we'll just click on the first one, general and regional statistics. And then underneath that then you have a number of different options as well. European and national indicators, regional statistics by NUTS classification, regional statistics by typology, degree of urbanization, urban audit, so many different things. So we click on the first one, European and national indicators for short-term analysis, for example. And underneath that you have a number of different elements as well. Labour market, national accounts, monitoring financial indicators, and housing price statistics. So we'll have a quick look at housing price statistics first. And it just brings us up one option, okay? So if there were a number of different files under this, you would see a number of options. So here you have national accounts. Under monetary and fiscal you have 3 Excel files. And here under house price statistics you just have one. So house price index 2010 is equal to 100. Quarterly data, so you know what to expect initially. You know, you're going to see quarterly data, so every 3 months. You're going to see 2010 is the base. So what that means is you'll have numbers that will be above or below 100, and that indicates the percentage change from 2010. So you know exactly what you're going to have. 2010 is the base. So we click on that and it brings you up to this table here. So it brings you up a number of different European countries from 2014 quarter 1, 2, 3, 4, 2015 quarter 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2016 quarter 1 and 2. Okay, so that we just eyeball it first, see what comes up for us. So if we take a look at Ireland. So if we look at Ireland, 2014 quarter 1. Now compare that to 2010. I'm not sure what quarter, we're just looking at 2010 is equal to 100. 2010 is the base year. So equating the prices in 2010 to 100, we can look at the percentage change then in prices over time. So looking at Ireland, you can see there in 2014 quarter 1, compared to the base year of 100 in 2010, you have prices at 79.04. What this means is that prices have decreased just under 21%. So the difference between 100 and 79.04 is just under 21%. So you can see that house prices have decreased in Ireland by 21% at that time. Okay. Quarter 2. House prices are on the increase, so compared to quarter 10, albeit I don't know what quarter, compared to 2010, albeit I don't know what quarter, you can see that house prices have increased a little bit from 2014 quarter 1. So quarter 2, they're still down on 2010 to the tune of about 16.5%, about 9% less than they were in 2010 in 2014 quarter 3. About 6.5% just over it in 2014 quarter 4. Bit of a change in prices here. They've fallen a taste down to just over 8% lower than what they were in 2010. And as you increase, or as you scroll along, you can see that they are increasing over time. We're still in Ireland, yeah. And we'll just go up to the last value that we had. 97. So quarter 2 2016, house prices are not as they were in 2010 exactly. They're just about 2.5% lower. Okay, that's how you read the index number there. Okay, that's for Ireland. Now, if we have a look at, let's see, Estonia. Okay, have a look at Belgium. So Belgium in 2014 quarter one, house prices are 5.53% more expensive than they were in 2010. Scrolling along, 8.55% more expensive than they were in 2010 in 2014 quarter four. And how are they looking now? Belgium, just under 11%. So house prices are on the rise, just under 11% more expensive than they were in 2010. Okay, we have 2010 as the base year. We set the price equal to 100, and then we can look at everything in terms of a percentage change between then and now. It means that when we look at this table of data, we can see immediately, without knowing the price of the house in that the house price in that country at that time, we can see immediately what countries are higher and lower than they were in 2010. So overall in the euro area, 1.5%, just under 1.5% more expensive than they were. Let's see, in Bulgaria, house price is pretty much the same, just under 0.5% more expensive. 16% more expensive in Denmark. 25% more expensive in Germany. Ireland 2.5% cheaper. Spain, quite a significant amount, over 22% cheaper in Spain. In and around the same in France, no major price change between 2010 and 2016 quarter two, and 37% more expensive in Latvia. So that's us reading the graph, reading we're eyeballing the statistics first of all, the first thing we'll do. Now, what we can also do is, you can download that information there, okay? You can download it as it is. I'll do that in a minute. But you might want to decide, okay, you want to go back maybe a bit further than 2014. Let's see if there is data available. So we click on, these are the elements that we have available to us: time, geographical area, total, and the index. So we can go into time. We might want to go back a little bit before 2014. And we see that when we click on that, we can indeed. So the default that it's giving us is 2014 quarter one. But we decide, well, look, we want to actually go right back. We click all of them. And we see how far back we can go. Okay. Even though 2010 is our base, we can still go back as far as 2009, 2008, 2007 if we want. Okay. So we go update. It'll be very busy now, our graph. Our table. So we can go back to 2007 quarter one. And we can scroll all the way along. You'll see that you have all the data still up until 2016 quarter two. Having a look at Ireland. Okay. So in 2007 quarter one, compared to 2010, we see that house prices are 53% more expensive in 2007 quarter one to what they were in in 2010. A decrease over time. We'll just scroll along and we see we're coming to 2010 here. So we're coming to 2010 here. We have our base. Maybe it says counting the 2010 is equal to 100 as an average of the 4 quarters. I'm not sure. It doesn't say. So at least I haven't seen it yet anyway. So again there we go to 2011 quarter 3. We see that house prices are almost 20% cheaper than they were in 2010. Okay, so we can decide to do that. Also, that's going to be very busy Excel table. What we might decide to do is we might decide to just look at the quarter 1 value. So we unclick all the other quarters. 3 and 2. Unclicking, leaving 1. Click further 2. Because otherwise we could have a very busy detailed table, but we might only be interested in one point in time of the year. So quarter 1, take out 2, leave in quarter 1, and we might even decide we'll go back to quarter 26, and we can actually go back to 2005. We can't go back any further. So we update. And now we're looking at, yes, it is quarterly, but we're just looking at quarter 1 of that year. So Ireland, okay, in 2005, house prices are 18% more than they were in 2010, 34% in 2006, 53% in 2007, 49% in 2008, 25% in 2009. Here we have 2010. Now the 2010 is equal to 100, could be an aggregate of the 4 quarters. We have 5% more, 10% cheaper in 2011, and so on over the course of the number of years. So that's an option. Another option, we're having a look at a number of different countries here, is we might decide we're going to geographical area. We might decide to pick maybe the Euro area. We decide to go with European Union as well. And we might have a look at Belgium and perhaps maybe one other country. If we go select all, if we go unselect all, we can just pick what we want instead of clicking buttons. We go with Belgium, we go with Ireland, and look, for comparison's sake, we go with Spain as well. And we go update, and now we just have a Euro area, our European Union area, so this is our Eurozone, our European Union, and Belgium, Ireland and Spain. No data for Spain at this point. We scroll across and we see what we have. It's quite neat, only 5 observations, nice and neat. We have a look at total, not sure what we have there. We'll explore. We can only look at total, there's nothing we can do with that. That's fine. Growth rate on same quarter and previous year, so we could do that. Let's have a look there, see what we can do. Growth rate on same quarter and previous year. Growth rate on previous period, so we can look at the change over time from quarter 2, say, compared to quarter 1, or quarter 3 compared to quarter 2 of a particular year. And we might just leave as is, leave it as the index rate, 2000. We could do that. So there's a lot of different things we can do with the data before we download it, before we explore what we're going to do with it. So now we decide we're looking at the index, 2010 is equal to 100, and we are going to download it. So download, full extraction, on the same sheet, we leave it as that, download in Excel format, and open. And there we have our data downloaded into Excel. And we can do with that whatever we want, tidy it up, graph it, whatever we decide. And that's how you download from Excel, from Eurostat. Now, I'll leave it at that for this recording.